Good morning, JohnsonFit Nation. As you've seen, the weigh-in at 168.8. The summer shred is over. All right, so here's a little pose down. Abs are in with the obliques. Little oblique cut. All right, the little legs. All right. Little back ends for you, Alright. So, that is the end of it all. I mean, it was good while it lasted. And so now I can say I put myself through what everyone dreads as far as a diet. But you gotta make it to your liking. So, let's go to the kitchen. And I'll go in more to depth of the cut. Alright guys, so breakfast today is real simple. Alright, we got egg whites, turkey bacon, one slice of cheese. I'm gonna have jelly for the toast, alright? But while I'm cooking, to go more to the cut, so for me and my cut, my biggest points of advice, can't forget the pound spray. My biggest advice is map out your program. And I mean that in two senses, alright? So first thing is your workout routine. Need to have mapped out what you're going to be doing for X amount of times. Alright, so for me and the summer shredding challenge, it's 90 days. So that means I have to come up with a 3-month program of my full training and execute that to a T. Alright, that means no missed days, no missed cardio. Oops. Gonna put that in the wrong thing. Alright, that's the first half of that. Now the second half, which is the real most important, we got 2 slices of turkey bacon, alright, is your nutrition. So the nutrition can be one of the hardest of them all, because you have to not only fight off the craving of other foods, but you also have to fight off the outside factors. And what I mean by the outside factors are holidays, birthdays, sporting events, what else? And just people around you eating the bad, greasy food that you want, but you know you can't have because you are dieting. Now I will say, my experience, it wasn't as bad as I expected, but 2 pieces of bread as well. But for me, I will say the execution was not where I wanted it to be. Alright, so I had to play catch up a little bit on some of the workout days, only because a little bit of travel and a little bit of missed days. And then since this is my first go at the cut, I really wasn't big on how much cardio I should be doing opposed to how much I shouldn't. So I took that a little easier than I should have. And so I didn't ramp it up where I needed it to be. But no excuses, of course. Everything happens for a reason. I'm happy with my physique and how everything turned out. And I had no issues there. But for me competing, do I feel like my physique's where it should be? No. I feel like I have a nice package right now. But as far as show ready to just a physique, I'm definitely not show ready. Summer ready, yes. I think my body's good for summer. I go out to the beach, this, that, and the other. But for a competition, I feel like I need to drop a few more pounds. And I'd also need to work on posing, get an actual coach, because you can only excuse me, you can only coach yourself to a certain degree, to where you need someone to push you, intensity, and someone to give you an accountability factor, because you can only do so much. But you just gotta X out all excuses, hit your check marks, and make sure you stay on top of it, because if not, you can't get down on yourself and lose it completely. There was a couple times where I'm like, do I even want to do this? I'm not gonna make it in time, blah blah blah. But like I said, everything turned out well. So I'll be gearing up next year for a potential competition, since I've seen how the bulking should go, seen how the cutting should go. Now I can combine both of those. I wouldn't say failures, but learning lessons, all right? If you're scared to fail, you're never gonna learn. You're never gonna come back better than the previous year. So that's my thing, and I don't wanna get burned, I don't wanna get popped. But yeah, next year, for sure, I will be contemplating the competition, and I will be starting bulking in a few months. I'd say maybe August, so I at least be able to show off the hard work that I did do and maintain. So I ended out, so with the cut, my diet started at 3,000 calories and it ended at 1,800. So this whole past week has been 1,800 calories, and I'm gonna stay constant there. Now the cardio is going to help. The cardio is gonna help a bit to drop more of that weight that the diet's not doing. So I know if I just stuck to the diet, I probably wouldn't get down as lean as I should be, but the cardio really does help. And I did a trial and error this weekend, as I had my cheat meal that I really didn't need. Had my cheat meal, and I seen how the weight fluctuated just by one meal. So cardio does help, and then spacing it out and switching the cardio up. So I was switching from the Stairmaster, the treadmill. I never do the elliptical. A little bit of the rower, and then outside running. So that is my take on the cut and how it should be executed, and how to stay on your P's and Q's, alright? So I'm gonna finish up on breakfast, show you how it turns out, and we're gonna finish the day. Alright guys, breakfast is served. Toast with jelly, turkey bacon, egg whites, and cheese, alright? So before I go ahead and start killing this for breakfast, oh, and the BCAAs, yeah, just for the cut, I mean, the moral of it is revealing the hidden body fat shed under your fat, alright? So that's the whole point of the bulk. You bulk up, build that muscle, lean muscle mass hopefully, and then you cut off all that body fat so you can reveal all the hard work you have put in, alright? So stay focused, stay on your diet, which gives a lot of people trouble. Follow your training program that complements your diet, and just have someone to keep yourself accountable, and maybe even a training partner that you both can do together, and push yourselves. So stay tuned for my reveal of who I'm going for in tonight's Game 4 finals game of the NBA. Alright? Alright, and I'm back. As you can see, big 3-0. Curry is going for the dagger tonight. jeans, Jordans, nothing crazy. Thank you guys for watching. Dub Nation will close it out tonight. Make history, sweep LeBron and the Cavs, and go celebrate back home. See you guys next video.